cards and cubes, and so today I'm gonna show a quick overview of the various methods of solving the 2 by 2, the 3 by 3 and the 4 by 4. Okay, so let's get into the video. Okay, so guys, so let's get it from this beginning. So first of all, we will get to know about the beginner's method, which involves a cross like this. Okay, then you have to do the top layer and the first layer together, and then comes second layer, and then comes making of the cross at the top of the cube, and then just solving the top part, sorry for that one, and rest of that is just by finishing the whole cube with one algorithm like that. So okay, for the next step that I learned after achieving at most 1 minute 5 seconds with the beginners method, then I changed to a new method known as the CFOP method, which involves making a cross similar to the beginners method. And then what you have to do, instead of just putting just one corner piece and then doing the edge parts, you just have to do both together like this one, as I did. Okay guys, so this is the main basic of the F12, and it is very fast, really very fast once you have quite well handled or mastered it. So as you could see how fast it can be done. Okay, so again the next step comes just similar to the beginners method. So you just again do the top one, that is the top cross, and then finish it up by one algorithm, and then complete the whole cube by another algorithm. Okay guys, okay, so then the next step that I learned was the ROUX method. Its spelling is something like ROUX, but it's pronounced as ROUX. So yeah, it involves making a 1 by 2 by 3 block like this one, as you see, first on the left side and another on the right side. It doesn't matter if you match up the centers or not, but yeah, you got to make a solid bar like this one. So I have one at the left side, and now I'm gonna do one at the right side. Then you make on the right side, and then you just put all the yellow corners facing upside, and making all this the same color. So it goes something like this, making this one first all colors same, and then you give one algorithm to make this all sides of the same color, and then you need to either make all of the pieces on this 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 the same color as the bottom and the top one. That is, here it is yellow and the white. So I have to make either all of this yellow white, means I have to make this all the same colors as these two. So you can do it really very easily, as you could see how I did it. These two, this one, it's not mandatory that it has to be all yellow upside, but it can be like this, but you actually have the colors that is required. So yeah, you did it well. Okay, then for the next step you have to finish up these two sides, the right and left side for here, and for this case I have the green side to do and this side to do. And as I can see that it is really very easy part, so I just did this one. As you can see, it just matches up, so I can just spray it like this, and then you have to complete the cube. And I was lucky for this case, so I got a simple M2 to finish up. Okay guys, so then after you have learned how to solve the 3 into 3 cube, then you can easily go on with the 2 by 2 cube. It's really easy, you just have to know the basics of what is required in 3 by 3. So I prefer you start with 3 by 3 first, and then move on to gradually higher cubes. Okay, so now for this one, what you have to do is just similarly, it has even two processes. One is the LBL or layer by layer method that we actually did in the first one, that's the beginners method, first making a cross and then one first layer and top layer. But since we cannot make a cross here, so what we have to do is just place all the same any on any side, the colors are same like yellow and yellow, such that these sides are also same. So yeah, you do it like this. So first you do this one, and then finish the whole cube up by giving either one algorithm or two. So yeah, this was for the LBL method. And now for the Ortega method I'm showing you. So okay guys, now for the Ortega method, what you have to do is it is almost same like the LBL method. Just for this case, you don't have to make these sides matching. That is, after you solve one of the sides, you don't actually need all of them to be of the same color. So it has even few cases. So when I will start off in my tutorial videos, so I will be teaching you there. And for your information, I will be starting off with the beginners method first, and then gradually move on to the CFOP, the ROUX, then the 2x2, and then the 4x4. Okay, so now after doing this one in any order you want, so you actually just find which is very easy to just make it in very less time. Make first layer. So as you can see, now orange is the easiest one here. So what I will do is just this one. So it doesn't match up, but that's okay. And then the top layer, and then you just see what's the case and finish the whole cube up by one algorithm. So that's it guys. And now for lastly, for the 4x4, I knew two methods. That one is the reduction method, which I learned earlier, and now the one that I am currently using is the Yao method. So actually I've forgotten the reduction method, so I will not be putting it up as a tutorial part, and it's the beginners part. So you can just skip on to the Yao method that I will be teaching. It's quite advanced way. So what you need to do is first make two centers like this, opposite two centers, and one thing you have to remember is know the color schemes of this. Like if yellow's on top, white's on bottom, and if red's on front, then you have green on right, blue on left, and orange on back. So using that uh, not using that color scheme, you will be solving this one. Otherwise you can never solve this cube. It will be near to impossible. Okay, so now for the next one you have to do. Okay, so guys, after making the opposite two centers, you just have to make three cross edges, and as you can see I have oriented them in the way that I said you. That is, if yellow's on top, white's on bottom, and red's on front for the edges, I mean, then green has to be on the right side as I did here, and blue on the left side as I did here. So that is why you require to know the color scheme. Okay, and after this you just have to make all the rest of the centerpieces. So yeah, so then after finishing this as the sequence, as I said again and again, red, green, blue, orange, you also make up the last edge, and you just, as you can see, it's done. And then you have to do all the remaining edges, and then solve it like a 3 by. So as you can see, I'm done with making the rest of the pairs, and then just solve it like a normal 3 by 3, and you will get to know about all the processes of how to solve the cube in later. And for your information guys, while solving 4 by 4, you will sometimes get some cases which are never got in the 3 by 3. Like this one, it has even like this, I mean a hook and a bar, which never comes here. So that time you have to do few parity algebras to solve them, but don't worry, I will be teaching them really very soon. So till then guys, okay, wait, I'm gonna do some example, not example solves, I'm gonna do some solves of all the ways that I showed you just now. So yeah, so just wait for it. Alright guys, so this is the last time solve of this video, and for my next videos I'm gonna put up the tutorials of how to solve the 3 into 3, 2 by 2, 4 by 4, and even I'm gonna give some various kinds of tips on improving at the various processes for beginners, CFOP, ROUX, Ortega, YAU, etc. So I will put some different videos even. So till then, stay tuned, and if you like this video, please do subscribe our channel.